these stories.
Get ready. Hold on.
We live?
Yep.
Hats off to you, sir.
It's the Hats Off, Gloves Off podcast. With Mitchell Phillips and Spencer Calendar.
Welcome to the Hats Off, Gloves Off podcast. My name is Mitchell Phillips. As always, sitting next to Spencer Calendar.
Robot Spencer.
And this is my robot compatriot. My, whatever, dude. Gloves off to those who deserve it. Hats off to those who deserve it. Pats on the back, pats on the fanny. At HogoPod on Instagram. Do something good.
Hats off to you, sir.
Do something bad.
You get a nice British guy if you do something good,
Yeah, everybody loves British, right?
and you get heckled if you don't.
Do people like British or hate British? Because people are like, I feel like it's the same people that like hate British colonialism that love like all the shows about the people who colonize, like 1800s British people.
Yeah, I don't know if people like Britain, but yeah, I feel like it's kind of cool when a British guy's at a party or something. I think we like him here in America, but
Oh, people love British people.
I don't think.
One of my friend's dads growing up was British. I only met him like twice, but I was like, you didn't even tell me your dad's British? That's crazy.
Yeah, I like the British guy that comes here. Like, dude, I was on my way to Ireland, so I was in the Heathrow Airport, and they were real cunty to me there, man. Like, they looked at me like I was the ugliest American of all time. Like, this lady wasn't gonna let me go through customs because I was eating a chicken sandwich I got from the Burger King, and it was one of those just like my flight got in late. I hadn't eaten any, I just had to jam, grab it. I wasn't, I'm fucking traveling. I'm
Nice
just trying to get on
airport
another
Burger King.
airplane. And the lady said something like about there being so much mayonnaise on my sandwich. Like, well, I didn't order extra mayonnaise. I'm in your fucking country, mayonnaise people. What do you
There's a lot of mayonnaise on that. It's
yeah,
like,
she said like I'll stamp your passport when you're done chewing.
that's so rude.
Like, really, gonna hold up the line for all these international travelers?
But people have never been eating in that situation. Like, you're at the airport.
You never seen a stressed out traveler before?
You're like, what is this? A guy with a suitcase here of all places?
Yeah. So fuck the Brits.
Fuck that, dude. Not
They're
a
one of the
fan.
only things we can make fun of now. That's a trend on social media. Is people are making fun of how British people talk a lot, and it's because I don't know.
Well, because they talk funny. You know what's funny is
But I was thinking it's because no one's making fun of like Mexicans and midgets and stuff.
they said North Carolina, like Mid-Atlantic, is like the closest to what like colonial English actually sounded like.
Okay.
So like the British have actually turned into this crazy like ridiculous accent for the most part. You know what I mean? They used to speak much more plainly, at least like in like, the people that communicated with us, like diplomats and shit. It's like, I don't know. They spoke like
It's gotten
more
worse.
normal. They spoke like Kelsey Grammer, basically, like that. Oh, I'm work for the theater. You're like, where are you from? Like when you found out like John Lithgow was American, you're like, really?
Yeah, it's kind of like how some Southern guys, you just think they're gay because of their voice, and they're not at all.
Oh, like a nice dandy.
Yeah. Theo Vaughn's kind of like that. Like based on the way he talks, it sounds
If he was
very-
wearing like a pastel suit and like sitting on a porch somewhere, you'd be like, oh, I'm just taking in the evening.
But yeah, the first time I heard him on was on a podcast. So I was like, oh, who's this funny gay Southern man?
Oh, so fuck. We're not even on the topics yet.
No, we haven't gotten there.
So I'm gonna open up with a good one. This is a hats off.
Hats off to you, sir.
More of just a general celebration. We're just happy over here. So this is the headline. Due to salmonella, the CDC is urging Americans not to kiss chickens amid an outbreak.
Oh, okay.
This is the CDC announcing something for the first time in over a year that's not just COVID related. We're back to regular diseases.
Yeah, don't kiss chickens.
Yeah.
Don't hold on. Is this live chickens or like people are kissing their chicken breasts because they're grateful
Oh no,
to
that's
have food?
Anybody who took health class is going to tell you that's going to give you salmonella.
Yeah.
Just hugging raw chicken.
Yeah, I thought maybe these people are doing it.
That's the only thing in my kitchen I wash my hands for. Is
So
after
people
I
are
handle
kissing
chicken.
their live chicken?
Yeah, people are hugging and cuddling. I did not know salmonella was alive just on them while they're alive. That's why you're like, oh, that makes sense why it's in them when they're dead. You know what I mean? It's not like the salmonella finds it in the grocery store. It just like skips over the wheat thins and lands on the chicken. But
He's just hiding behind that weird discount rack by the bathroom, just ready to jump in.
Well,
Salmonella's lurking in your aisles.
soon. So yeah, no, I'm just stoked. Fucking
Hell
also,
yeah, CDC, we're back. We're back.
but is this really an issue though?
I must be. I would think maybe. Like, here's an example. My sister has some chickens. You know, she lives in Utah. There's plenty of room for chickens.
That's cool.
Uh,
I'd like that one
she
day.
also has a baby. This baby loves these chickens. I bet you he'd probably kiss the chickens.
Oh man, can he catch them? Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But he'll also he got really sick because
These aren't like
he was
Rocky
just
training
in the backyard.
chickens.
He just drank a bucket of rainwater. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
that's kids doing baby shit where he just drank some toxic sludge.
Dude, he might have salmonellas.
Oh yeah, he had a rough one. But that's what happens. But my point is, you should
So
cook your chicken all the way.
yeah, dude, bro, I got a meat thermometer.
Don't kiss chickens. But I could see kids or like weird hippies being like, "I love my chicken. I'll never kill you. Thank you for the eggs, chicken," and kissing it.
Yeah. Which is like I'd be friendly to them, but you're a utility bird. You're here for a reason.
Absolutely.
And once you stop laying eggs, you're fucking dinner, dude.
This relationship is over.
Dude, I was watching like this. I was looking at like how to cull chickens or like cut their head off and shit. Because like the only time I've ever seen it in person is just like some old Eastern European lady just like smashing it on a counter.
Big mallet.
And then-
Mallet and a tree stump.
or like hitting it against the side of the house. And you're just like, Jesus Christ. And then they cut its throat. But yeah, it's just watching it is so funny of this YouTube of this lady. She just looks like the horse girl from like school. But she's dressed like a fucking Mormon. But she's just like on her iPhone and shit. And then she's like, anyway. And then she's like sitting down and she like just cuts the thing's throat and like puts it in a bucket and just starts yanking its feathers out. And she's like, ooh, this is going to be a good dinner. And you're like, what a psychotic. You're like, I don't know. I don't know. Even though you know how it happens when you watch it, you're like, Jesus fucking Christ. This is what we're still doing for food?
I don't know. I kind of sometimes, I mean, that might have been a little barbaric, but I was at a chicken farm in Fresno, and it was Mary's chicken. It's probably the best chicken I've ever had in my life. But anyway, I was at in the slaughterhouse, and it was just a conveyor, just a line of chickens coming through, and this dude just sliced him in the throat, and the owner of the company was like, he's the local pastor. And I remember the color of red.
That allows it?
What?
Being a pastor?
What do you mean allows it? I mean, I think he probably got like a different stamp. You know, he could put the kosher stamp on it or something like that. But anyway, the color of red was so beautiful. It was like the prettiest red I've ever seen. And I was just like amazed at like just how like clean and nice this farm was and nothing smelled bad. You know, so it was like there was death all around me. Gorgeous, beautiful death, man.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, it is nice. Like, I don't know. We grew up, this guy down the street from us, he had like buffaloes and fucking alpacas and shit. But he had a bunch of cows and a couple steer. And he would like sell meat locally, like bison. You know what I mean?
Oh, great.
And then you go like up the 5 into like Dairyland. Like real California cheese land.
The stinky part.
The stinky part of California is because it's like fucking literally endless cows. You can't see the end of the cows.
Yeah.
And it just smells like shit. And you're just like, what is it? You're like, this is for what? For American cheese?
Yeah, it's always like, they're like the In-N-Out near there. You're like, no, we're not going to stinky In-N-Out. I'm hungry, but I'll drive the extra 2 hours too.
That's fucking wild.
Dude.
But then, I love like Harris Ranch. That's up to 5, but it's just everything they sell at their nice like little restaurant, their quaint little joint is on the farm.
That's how you do it, man. farm to table in my apartment. Vertical farming, vertical ranching. That's the future, man.
Vertical.
I gotta.
You get the apartment above you and just put a farm up there.
Vertical farming's the future, man. I gotta hats off.
Okay.
Hats off to you, sir.
I think it's really a gloves off, but it's a little bit of hats off.
Uh-oh. I
Gloves
try to do a little gloves off.
Yeah, this is gonna be a short one. Little gloves off. But the tactic that I just thought of, you can make anyone suspicious of the person you want them to be suspicious of super easily with a very easy tactic I see used all the time.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more overall gloves off, but kind of hats off because
Okay,
it's funny.
okay.
So I'll be like, all right, this guy I'm going to talk about super heterosexual, but just for an example, I'd be
Sick.
like, hey, our producer Jeremy, why? Do you think he's a little, and you'd respond like, absolutely not. Like,
What is that?
he's married, he has 4 kids, he seems really straight. Nothing about him seems gay. And you're arguing that to me. And I just go like, it's always those guys. Or, like it's always the guys
Yeah.
you least suspect. You put in gay, serial killer,
Yeah. Yeah.
whatever, anything you want. I could probably get you at least paying a lot more attention. So if he does by chance do anything semi-effeminate, you'll be like, oh, dude, I think he's right. Because they always say, like, it's always the guys you least suspect. And it's like, no, it's sometimes the guys you least suspect. But
Yeah.
but I've seen that tactic used so many times where it's like,
Actually, in fact,
Yeah.
most of the time,
Yeah.
it's the guy you suspect.
but I just like that tactic. You can get people looking for clues if you're just like, yeah, but it's always,
Just-
you think he, yeah.
So you
Punches women in the face? Like, I've never seen him punch a woman in the face. Yeah, you haven't seen
Is this a
it.
gloves off to like gaslighting, bullying?
Yeah.
There's a this is gossip.
Yeah, but you can do that. I've just seen so many people do that. I'd be like, yeah, but
You think a straight guy?
it's
would
kind of
wear
like the
those
people who are
shoes?
like, yeah, like the moon's not real. You're like, no, yes it is. And I'm like, prove it's real.
Oh, yeah.
Like just at the core of like, okay, I can't prove I'm even having this conversation with you if we're gonna be going down that road. So
Yeah.
you win.
It's just like prove the moon's real. It's like, well, I guess you got me. Like,
Yeah.
if that's where we're at, it's like I don't know. I don't know because like airplanes, GPS.
Anyway, so that's it. That was a
Fucking-
weird one.
Oh, anyway.
Then I only have one more.
Really.
Yeah.
Then let me do a couple then. Let me throw in a little.
Actually, that's not true. I have another short one.
Oh, okay then. Let's go back.
I have a solid one. Then
back
a
to
short
back.
one.
Let me see. I'll do this one, I guess. So this dude in fucking Austria, he's what 82 years old, right? He shows up at the hospital. Doesn't say why, but he was getting his leg amputated above the knee. The dude at the hospital put the mark on the wrong leg, and they chopped off the wrong leg.
Ah, nuts.
You imagine being 82?
Egg on his face. Egg on both their faces.
But dude, the whole time I'm reading this story, I'm like, bro, you're getting a leg removed in Poland. Like, what did you expect?
That is great that it's in Poland.
Wait, so no, wait. Which is located near Austria's border with the Czech Republic. So it's in Austria, but near Czech Republic. We're getting out of fancy Europe. That's the region we're in. We're getting closer to Bratislava and shit like that. So it said he was suffering from numerous medical conditions, but I don't know what the fuck. Like, they never tell you what they are. So when he comes out of surgery, they have to wait for his leg to heal because he's old as shit, and then he's got to get the right leg finally taken off, the leg that was causing his ailments. So while he's recovering from surgery, he's still suffering from those ailments, and then he's got to just get his fucking leg cut off. No, this dude's just 82, having to like adjust to life in a wheelchair. Like, you're just done at that point, right? Right?
Yeah.
Like,
What are
you're
you
just-
gonna? Yeah. round. Yeah, that's like no more rebirths. Yeah,
No, and this isn't your second act, Jennifer Lopez.
yeah,
Like you're
this-
just
yeah.
you're gonna, bro. You better pray your house doesn't have stairs. You're gonna need like 82 is too old to push yourself in a wheelchair almost.
Yeah, and once you're in the wheelchair, you're going to deteriorate. Because I forgot who told me this, which was I never even thought of this before. But someone was saying like one big mistake seniors make is they get rid of their 2-story house because they don't want to fall down the stairs.
Huh.
But they make themselves weak because walking up the stairs to their bedroom every day is good exercise. So it's a stupid thing to do. You risk the fall.
It's good exercise.
No, risk the fall because you become a weaker person. You know, it's like take the stairs instead of the escalator or the elevator kind of. You know, it's like people who walk every day, even if it's just walking 2 miles, are the ones who live a long time. Like active social life and
I'm a stairs guy because I'm like, oh, why not? The worst. I remember being in high school and we took the stairs because at Universal Studios, you know how they go up that entire hill. It's like a mile of escalators. You're like, oh, we'll take the stairs, and like a third of the way up, you're like, oh, we'll take the escalator now. I mean, for a little bit, but you don't want to be the one to be like, hey, you guys think you want to hop on here now, or because you're all just trying to be like, oh, I'm tough, I can take the stairs. Oh, to be young. The just dog brain fucking idiot. Let me see. Well, anyway, shout out to this fucking poor Austrian dude. 82 years old. But 82, wait, what's the math on that?
On what?
82-year-old Austrian guy. Was he around for the old
Oh, I thought on his leg. I'm like, what kind of leg math?
You think he was around for the old Oh no.
I don't know. I don't even want to know. I hope not. What if he
No,
got
he
his legs cut off and then they revealed that he was a big integral part and they canceled his ass right before his
82 in this 2021, so that's what? The 40s. So yeah, he would have been born in the 40s. So his parents were probably Nazis.
Absolutely, we should still cancel him.
That's why. Did you ever read that story? Fuck. So Arnold Schwarzenegger got accused of his dad being a Nazi a bunch of times. So he went to like the Simon Wiesenthal Center, and is it Simon? Yeah, I think so. Whatever. The guys who hunted down Nazis after the war.
Yeah.
He went to them and was like, "Hey, I want you guys to find out if my dad's a Nazi." Which is like, come on, Arnold, can't rat on your dad, dude. Like, come on. So they were like, no, actually, he was like a brown shirt. He was like Hitler's secret police, and then he just like retired to fucking raising a fucking bodybuilder / governor of California / action star.
And here we are.
Here we are. But how funny is
Post-COVID.
that? He was like, I'll prove everybody wrong. My dad wasn't a Nazi. And they're like, your dad was actually a pretty bad Nazi.
Yeah, big time.
But I think all those guys are dying out.
I got
82 years ago. It's the beginning of the war. That's wild. Sorry, keep going.
hats off
Let's hear it.
Hats off to you, sir.
to fathers.
Hats off
To
to
you,
dad.
Daddy-o.
Did you ever heard somebody call their dad daddy?
Yeah.
It is so creepy.
Yeah.
Dude, even like I like listening to like a 21-year-old girl be like, "Hey daddy, where are you?" I was like, "What? Did you huh?"
Yeah, now my lady will let that slip to her dad every once in a while.
It like
Yeah.
hurts my like shoulders. I'm like, "Why?"
What's creepy about it too is what I realized that's like so it's so obvious, but like when like a teenage girl is like the nicest and sweetest to their father, it's when they're like lying to them because they're gonna go like fuck their boyfriend or just got laid and
Yeah.
they get home and they're like, I love you, Dad.
Yeah.
Like I remember like when I watched Mystic River for the first time, like before the daughter gets killed in the beginning, she's being super nice to Sean Penn. I'm like, what's this girl up to? What's she up to? And then you find out she's like moving to Las Vegas with her boyfriend. I'm like, I knew it. I fucking know that move. I've seen girls do that. But hats off to the dads because I just had an experience with a man who I don't know if I don't think he had a father, and it was horrendous, man. So basically, my friend had her friend come into town, and he wanted some tacos, so I
Yeah.
took him on a taco tour. I know you've heard some of this last night because I was
Taco
venting
tour.
about this at a comedy show, but it's new for everybody else.
Yeah, I'll hype man it.
Hype man it. So I want to give this guy a good time. She's a good friend. She's been good to me. You know, I'm like, hey, yeah, if this is a dude she's flying out, let's do it.
Let's
have
make this stranger of yours my stranger.
Let's have a day. And so,
Wait, did she go with you?
yeah, she was with us.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, did I? Yeah, maybe I didn't make that part clear. Yeah, she was.
Because I thought it was just you and him.
Yeah, but that was funny because when I was saying that yesterday, another comic came up to me and was like, "Yeah, the way you were talking about it sounds like you were trying to fuck this dude." And I was thinking, I'm like, why would you think that? She's with her dude.
Yeah.
But I must not have explained that part. Yeah, she was there. So yeah, I'm doing this with her. Anyway, I took them from L.A., Boyle Heights, so all the taco places, Eagle Rocks, Boyle Heights, North Long Beach, Southern Long Beach, then back to Palos Verdes to see pretty stuff and so he could see the port and everything, and then to Huntington Beach for food, for more tacos. This is a fatty.
You said he's a Mexican guy,
This guy
too?
wanted to eat all day, yeah. And
how funny is he didn't suggest tacos at all. He was just, you're like, oh, a Mexican guy. Let's show him where all the tacos are.
This boy wanted tacos. And it was great because he was starting to get on my nerves. And the point where he was getting on my nerves is he said something about how he needed an energy drink. Like he needed one. And it was like, dude, we've had plenty of opportunities. I don't know about this. And then we just so happened to pass by this place called Mom and Pop's in Long Beach. It was like a local cool liquor store. And I'm like, oh, yeah, we'll get you something here. And then he goes, I need to go to the bathroom. And I'm like, it's like, 15 minutes to the next spot. He's like, I really need to go. I'm just kind of like, all right, whatever.
Like, literally like a baby.
Like a baby. This is a man, a 30-year-old man. And then I go, okay, well, there's beach bathrooms like 5 minutes away. He's like, preferably something else. I'm just like, I'm fucking done with this guy.
Preferably something
and
else.
I'm thinking, I'm trying to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm thinking maybe he has
It's for a number one?
diarrhea. It's for a number one. It's for pee-pee. He doesn't want to use a beach bathroom.
For pee-pee.
For pee-pee.
Bro,
And
pee
so
in the
then I
sand
just
at
pull a
the...
lie,
It's pee-pee.
and I'm just like, well, there's a bathroom 2 minutes away, or there's a bathroom 20 minutes away, even though the next one was only like 5 minutes,
Yeah.
but I had to do something. And he's like, fine. And then he gets
You had
out
to put
go
the
pee.
reins on this guy.
And then he goes out to go pee, and then the girl who is my actual friend is basically like, yeah, this sucks. He's not, thought maybe he, So she doesn't like him either. No one fucking likes him.
But they've just been online friends up until then.
Sure, yeah, they'd
This is the first time. Oh, so they video chatted.
Yeah, many times. So they kind of he's just, I don't think this guy did that. He was just a schlub. I did all of that stuff, drove all fucking over. He didn't offer me a glass of water. He didn't buy me a single taco. He didn't offer to put a cent of gas in my tank.
As a stranger, he was just like, I'm your guest.
I suppose.
That's
then
wild.
I took him. He wanted to get legal weed, so I took him to the store. I told him how to do it. Don't buy this brand. Don't get ripped off by this deal.
Yeah.
This is what you get. Didn't even offer to smoke. Nothing. Like, it was fucking insane.
What a scumbag.
A man. And my friend paid to fly him out here. And once I was already completely done with him, he's complaining about how he has a layover in Chicago that's 2 hours long, and he was getting upset that his layover's this long. First of all,
That's a tiny layover for like going into the air.
going into the air, getting a free flight, coming to California for the first time in your life, seeing the fucking ocean,
Getting
for
a
the first
vacation for $40.
in your life, complaining about that.
Where from? You said Ohio?
Tennessee.
Tennessee. Oh man.
The sticks too. He's not some like hipster from Nashville or like he's from some shit town outside of Knoxville. But just a fucking schlub where it was just like, oh yeah, no wonder he lives with his mother at the age of 30. No wonder he can't afford to come to California.
Maybe it's Southern hospitality. He just assumes you guys, it's all your treat.
He was complaining about the layover for a free flight.
Bro, what do you think he spent? How long was he out here?
3 days.
What do you think he spent on a 3-day LA vacation?
His food. Dude, all those taco places, 3 of them, No, we went to 4 of them.
Okay.
Probably spent $25.
Oh my god.
I mean, I took them to yeah.
What was the plan? Was they were romantic?
Yeah, they were
I assume?
romantic.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So
I think it was like
That's kind of a
maybe if it
bummer
works
then.
out, they'll date. But it's just such a person. It was just such a good lesson. Like I think for her as a person, just like these kind of people, because none of this took me by surprise at all. You know, but
Yeah.
she's younger than me, so it's like all
Mhm.
right. But just a good lesson of just like these kind of schlubby people. And I did the ultimate schlub test. And it worked. I love when you think you know something about the world and you can confirm it. Because sometimes you think you know something about the world and you put it out there and
Yeah.
you're completely wrong and you have all your wrongness thrown at you. I did this recently where I did a photo. Posted a video of an otter I saw in an aquarium, and I wrote "Dam building in progress" because I knew one particular friend was going to make a douchebag comment about how otters don't build dams. I know they don't build dams. My friend, who I thought was going to do it, did exactly that. And I was so happy that I knew this person's behavior well enough where I could trap him. So I did it with this. After the whole pee-pee incident, when we were talking shit, he got back into the car and I just said, I was born in the darkness. I said that sentence because I know that schlubs love. I don't know the rest of the quote. I don't know it at all. I heard one schlub guy say it one time, you know? And not only did this guy immediately start quoting it, once he got in my car, he did this whole voice and was like, the eye is frightened. You know, the light hurts me and stuff. And that's the schlub test. You say the words, I was born in the darkness. And if they acknowledge it, anyway, it was great. My schlub test worked. But yeah, get a pair of balls. And he wants to be an actor. And he's in acting school in Tennessee. And he said he's not moving out here because by the time he finishes acting school, he will have aged out of acting.
Of acting?
Mm-hmm.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, because they only want hot 18-year-olds to do everything. Anyway,
He'll have aged
what
out
just
of
a
acting?
naysayer negative, just everything. I can't do this because of that, and my life is bad because of Trump or Paul. It's
Yeah.
like where it's like no fucking work.
Dude, you suck.
Get your mom in a better situation. You got a free fucking trip. Oh, and he did the move too.